Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the M's are dominating the series so far as they enter today looking to wrap up a 4-game series sweep.
Yeah, and you don't want to get complacent. You steal the first 3 games and you're feeling like, man, we got this series already wrapped up. But you can't let the other team up off the mat right here. You have to stay focused, out on the mound, clean defense, everything it takes. You don't get many opportunities throughout the course of the season for 3-game sweeps, let alone a potential 4-game sweep.
Casey Sadler gets the starting nod for the M's. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through his stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
And now, Nick Solak, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And now the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, there's some definite concern about Joey Gallo right now. Last 10 games have been a struggle. Not only is he having a hard time getting any base hits, he's struggling just to get on base. Less than a .250 on-base percentage in his last 10, so any sign of life from this guy would be a welcome sight.
Stepping in now, Charlie Culverson. No balls and a strike to count. Pitch is popped up. White over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the left fielder, David Dahl.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
A ball and a strike now. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Rangers nothing. Mariners coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jordan Lyles gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Now it'll be Kyle Lewis as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First delivery to him. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
And there's one down now.
Batting second,
With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
J.P. Crawford comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Lyles features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seeger, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now the 1-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Dahl, but it's down as that drops in for a two-out single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the two-out base hit.
Nice AB right there. A little potential for some two-out lightning, getting the cleanup hitter to the dish after the first two batters of the inning were retired.
Mitch Henniger the next to bat, as he'll take a look at ball one. He'll start this one at 274. 5 homers, 18 driven in. Hit on the ground to third. He's right there. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Mariners leave one. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Joey Gallo. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
Certainly would, and you hope yesterday they didn't empty out the bucket of runs. They'd like to use some of those runs today and hopefully secure another victory.
Here's the 3-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's Chris Davis now. A ball and no strikes. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 4 home runs and 21 driven in. The 1-0 is swung on, missed, and that's strike one. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment. You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike one. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
3 balls and a strike to Willie Calhoun.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder.
3-2.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Over the first, and that retires the side. Rangers set down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in Ty France.
The designated hitter.
First pitch on its way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. Here now the 2-2. Softly hit out to short. And 1 gone.
Batting 6.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
At the plate now, Jose Marmolejos. He grounds it sharply to third. Scooped up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting 7. Second baseman.
So now here is Dylan Moore. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. And he looks at a curveball that falls in. 1-1.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there. It's a steal, a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Striding in is Ronald Guzman. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no play.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So next to the plate for Texas, Rougned Odor. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. From the stretch. Left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting 9, the catcher, Jose Trevino.
So the next to bat will be Jose Trevino. First pitch on its way. Third inning, no score to this point. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this is lined softly here to the left side. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
The 2-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Reined in to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they're having troubles in 2 significant areas, on-base percentage and strikeouts, both of which they rank near the bottom of the league. One coach told me they're doing everything they can to make adjustments, most notably by having more patient at-bats. He said there are times to be aggressive early in an at-bat, but for the most part, we need to do a better job of working the count. We have to draw more walks and get into better hitters counts. That's something to keep in mind as we watch them the rest of the way, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. First offering on its way. Evan White stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. And it's 1-1. Popped him up. Solak over to his right. 1 out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Dahl Murphy.
Digging in will be Tom Murphy. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Lyles gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Now here it comes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Now another 2-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Ready with another 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gallo is there. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 1, Gallo.
Next for Seattle, Kyle Lewis grounded out in his last at-bat. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
Nope.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
1-1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit, possibly more than that. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And this might be the kind of an AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. One and 0. Here it is. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Sent out to straightaway center field. On the run is Calhoun. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Back to the top of the order now, and that means Nick Solak will dig in.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Lewis has thrown straight back, but he has it for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. One gone in the Texas 4th, and that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culverson. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Now the 3-2 pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Another one sent foul. Now the pitch. There's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. He's set. Here it comes.
At the ball. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Nope, at the ball.
Culverson leads off first with 1 away. And he misses again, ball 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And now the first pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Rangers still searching for hit number 1 in the ballgame. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough bullpen at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Chris Davis next to bat as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Ready with the 1-0.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
High in the air down the right field line. Waiting on it is Henniger. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this.
Never stop me from being a good wager. I get respect from observers.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go as the third baseman, Kyle Seeger.
Third baseman, Kyle Seeger.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Here's the pitch. And he misses 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Ball even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mitch Henniger. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. grounded back up the middle. The second for one. To first and Guzman to complete the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So here now is Ty France. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1-1.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Swing and a ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Mariners go down quietly there. Through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So now into the box is Willie Calhoun. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Standing in now, Ronald Guzman. Chopped weakly to the left. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Calhoun gets his lead at first, nobody out. Ground ball to second, this could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
So here's the left-handed bat of Rougned Odor as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. Hard sinker misses 2-2.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Got him.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him. He comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
At the plate, Jose Trevino. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
That'll bring in Nick Solak as he sends it on the ground to first. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rangers on top here, 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in now for the Mariners, Jose Marmolejos leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
And quickly, there's 1 down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, second baseman, Dylan Moore.
Next to hit, Dylan Moore comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Lyles is ready. First pitch on the way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
The next batter will be Evan White, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. The 1-0. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This pitch is popped up. Guzman is there. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rangers lead this one 2-0. Aaron Fletcher will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Now to the plate, Charlie Culverson. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on the way. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Well, that's ball 3, and right now the Rangers would do anything to get that leadoff guy on.
And the count will be full. Now the payoff pitch home. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. On the ground to the left side. And that's through for a hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Here's Joey Gallo now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Here's the 2-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. There's 1. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
Into the box now, Chris Davis. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 0 for 2 for him to this point. now the 0-1.
Ball. The count 1-1.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he puts it on the ground to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And that misses. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Easy there, big fella. 2-2. On the ground to third. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Kyle Lewis. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, JP.
Next up is J.P. Crawford. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Line towards center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. Fine sliding catch here will take us to break. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Brendan Brennan is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 60, Brandon.
And stepping in, Ronald Guzman. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 1 for 3. set and the pitch.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Here's Rognedodor now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
1-1, a fastball high. 2-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Jose Trevino, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period, the end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, it'll be Kyle Seeger, and they could use a spark from him here.
Third baseman, Kyle Seeger.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right side and right into the shift. Reined in. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The right fielder, Mitch Henniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Henniger. No hits to this point. First pitch on the way. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
1 out, nobody on. And that misses. 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Henniger.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
I got the count.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
The 2-2. Bouncer up the middle. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The designated hitter.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ty France. He grounded out last time up. First pitch on its way. Fastball just inside.
Count 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Now the 1-0.
Hey.
2 out, nobody on. 2-1.
Count 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And this is swung on and missed. Might have even been a foul tip that's held on to, but either way, the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail it here 2-0. Cannon Middleton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 99, Cannon Middleton.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Nick Solak. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 4. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 2, Culverson.
So 1 gone now in the Texas half of the 8th. And that'll bring in the Georgia native, Charlie Culverson. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. The Mariners entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
The 0-2 home. Now a ball lined to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Up next for the Rangers, the left fielder, David Dahl.
Now to bat, David Dahl. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. From the stretch. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rangers set down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Jonathan Hernandez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 72, Jonathan.
Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Jose Marmolejos.
Leading off for the Mariners, the left fielder, Jose
And now the first pitch.
Marmolejos.
And a swing through on an off-speed pitch. Looked like he was actually a little late on that one.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Here now the 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 3-2 one more time. And another foul ball. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, Dylan Moore, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses again, 2-0. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, first baseman, Evan.
Digging in next, Evan White, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Ball 3.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Mariners are down in order. They're down 2-0. Yusei Kikuchi enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's a .333 hitter. And now pitch on the way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 1-1 pitch.
I got the count 2-2. Count is full, 3-2.
Fouled off. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Davis. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. One out, nobody on.
Ball one.
Ball one.
1-1.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Up next for the Rangers, Willie Calhoun. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Nothing more in the Texas half of the ninth. Last chance coming up now for Seattle. They trail 2-0. Jose Leclerc comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 25, Jose Leclerc.
Now at the plate, Tom Murphy. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The catcher, Tom Murphy.
First delivery to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Three-two pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Kyle Lewis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Number 3, shortstop, Crawford.
Next to dig in, J.P. Crawford, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First offering on its way as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Now this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the ninth right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right now.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, the pitcher gives up the double. He can't do anything about that now. He just needs to put it behind him and focus on the man at the plate. If he takes care of him, the game is over. On the other hand, if he gives up a bomb, this thing is tied. It's getting a little dicey.
Next up, Kyle Seeger, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Last chance for the Mariners. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Very rarely are you going to win a game when you only collect 2 hits, but you have to tip the cap. The pitching and defense carried him in this one.
A 2-0 finish today. The Texas Rangers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead and they never gave it back. Jordan Lyles with his 4th win this season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Jose Leclerc earns the save out of the bullpen, his 12th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. First for the victorious Rangers, 2 runs on just 2 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mariners, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.